What's the most random thing that ever happened to you that made you question reality? I stalked, or was stalked by, a woman for about 10 years, but neither of us knew. She was from Connecticut and one from Tennessee, but we lived less than a mile apart in Knoxville, Tennessee in 1999. And we often frequented some of the same clubs and art shows. I was casual friends with her best friend. She graduated and moved to D.C. I moved to D.C. a few years later. In D.C., I was friends with her one coworker who was my sister's neighbor. Another coworker was my friend from college in North Carolina's brother, and so LD also met him a few times. We both, in different years, moved just outside D.C. to a small city called Tacoma Park. I had actually moved there as randomly as you could get due to the fact they had a music store. I bought repair parts at one time and loved the restaurant next door. The week before we first met, she was supposed to be at a dinner I was at with a different mutual friend from Tennessee but got tied up at work. When we met online, she proposed we go to her favorite Indian restaurant. Incidentally, also my favorite Indian restaurant. We realized on the third date that we lived on the same block. There are actually a few more close calls, but you get the picture. That is the backstory, but the questioning reality part is this. Had the most acute sense after talking to her an hour on our first date of how much I had missed her. I didn't feel like love at first sight. I felt like we'd been together for years but had had to be apart for months. Married since 2011, kid, dog, and all that.